Today I'm going to show you a kindergarten lesson on sculpting in relief. We are going to be making clay people plaques. To get started, my students have a blue tray, they have a newspaper liner, and they have a scoring stick. They're going to be getting a chunk of clay, and with the chunk of clay they're going to squish it with their hands, making it into a ball shape, and then rolling with their magic hands to make it into a ball. As soon as they have a clay ball, they will set that clay ball down. Now we're ready for the next step, and we're going to turn this clay ball into a flat patty. So I'm going to hit the clay 3 times in my hand. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to turn the clay over and I'm going to hit it again in my hands. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I keep flipping it and hitting it 3 times. And I don't want it to wiggle. I want it to be nice and thick. So I'm just going to check. Oh, it's starting to wiggle a little bit. So again, I don't want to play with the clay too much because dry clay is cracks and it's hard to work with. So I'm just going to leave mine resting just like that when I think that I am done. Now we are going to start sculpting a body. So we're going to start with the head. So we're just going to take a little piece of clay. And again, we're going to roll it into a ball because we're starting with the head. And we want to start up at the top. So if my head's going to go right about here, then to get clay to attach to each other, you can't just squish it together. You have to do what's called slip and score. So on the back of the head, I'm going to score, like the kitty cat scratches we did before. Meow, 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 meow. Now I want mine to stick right here. This is where the head's going to go. Meow, 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 meow. I'm doing little tiny cat scratches right there. And now I'm going to take just a little dip of water, barely any water, and I'm going to rub it right over those little scratches. And then I'm going to press the head right on top of those scratch marks. That is where the head is going to be. Next, they're going to start working on the body. So I'm going to take a little piece of clay, and I think I'm going to kind of roll it more like a hot dog instead of a circle. And then I'm kind of pressing it to change the shape because this is going to be the body shape right here. So if that's where I'm going to put the body shape, I'm going to flip it over. And then on the back side, I do those scratches, meow, 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 scratching it, scratching it. I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm just making it rough, like I'm making my own Velcro. And it's going to go right here, so I'm going to put a couple scratch marks here. Meow, meow, meow. And now I take a tiny bit of water, put it on those scratch marks, and then I flip over, and the body is now attached. That is how we add the head and the body to our relief sculptures. Now my students are going to be rolling coils so that they are able to make the arms and the legs. So I'm going to move my blue tray out of the way. And I would take my piece of clay here. And I'm going to squish it. Just like I'm squishing a corn dog, trying to make it into a little hot dog or corn dog shape. And now I'm going to put it down on the table, spread my fingers out, and I'm going to roll. Roll back and forth, all the way to my wrist, all the way to my fingertips, all the way to my wrist, all the way to my fingertips. Now it's big enough for both hands, so I'm rolling it with both hands. It's getting a little bit too big over here, and this is going to be too much, so I'm going to split this in half and keep rolling. And now I've got some good coils that are about the thickness of my pinky. So now I can use those for arms and legs on my people plaque. So I can roll this one out, maybe the top one's for my arms, maybe the bottom one's for my legs. And I'm going to get my blue tray back up here. Now I can use these coils and I can test, my arm could go about there And I can just pinch the clay because it's so soft. Just pinch it. And then I'm going to look at where do I want the legs. Like here would be a good leg. There would be another leg. And now I need to think about how I want my person to be posed. So maybe he's playing baseball, and so his arm would maybe go bending over here, and maybe bending up like that to hold on to a bat. So I can kind of hold those things. And there's his legs. That looks like a good position for his legs. So I'm going to put these here now. So to get them to stick, score, 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 meow, 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 meow. Now I want to put the leg here, meow, 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 meow. Tiny bit of water, stick it down. Now I want this arm to stick right here. Meow, 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 meow. Tiny bit of water. Stick that on and use my finger to blend the clay together. Same thing over here. I pick it up, make the scratch marks. Meow, meow, meow. Little bit of water. And now I've got their arms and legs right in place. Uh-oh, I forgot about this leg. So now I need to make sure I take my scoring stick, score, 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 or meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Right here I need those scratch marks too. We're not making holes, little scratch marks. Then right over here, stick that right on top so nobody sees those scratch marks anymore. And go and smooth them with my finger. So now I have a guy who's ready to hold a baseball bat. So our next steps are to add details onto our people. So my students might want to use the end of their scoring stick and gently press in the face to maybe make eyes. Maybe that's how they want to make the nose. They could draw on a smiley face. I might want to add a baseball bat, so I'm going to pinch a little piece of clay and turn it into a coil and just kind of try to pinch it and shape it the best I can into a baseball bat. I'm not going to be making bats for anybody. Make your own accessories if you want them. So here would be my baseball bat. Looks a little bit big, covering up his face, so maybe I want to make it a little skinnier. Okay, if I'm going to attach that right there, then I need to score on the back and score where it's going to touch him and use a little bit of water. I can make his hands right here, holding on to the bat. Maybe I want to use my scoring stick to make some grass in the field around him. I might put a jersey number on, or maybe right here I'm going to draw his shorts. So it looks like maybe he needs to have longer shorts, so I'm going to take some clay and make his shorts a little bit longer. Maybe I'm going to turn him into baseball pants. Just put a little clay over him. Now maybe I want to make some shoes, and so I can take a little bit of clay and stick it together to make a little bit of shoes. Maybe I want to make some hair too, so I can do that next. So I'm just kind of sticking this clay together. No, I'm going to make a hat. So I'm going to put his hat bill. There's the bill of his hat. And then I'm going to stick the rest of his hat right over here. And I'm just squishing the clay together to turn it into a hat, to change the shape. And there's my baseball guy, ready to play.